Hello and welcome back, my lovely Trails fans. Right, so, last place we left you off on the last episode, we were heading to the Harken Gate, I believe it's called, on the Eisen Road. So let's head there now. We should actually be able to get past these guards now. And you are? Wait, weren't you with the Bracer Guild? Haha, too bad, not today. Today we're here on official business. Estelle produced Mayor Maybelle's letter with a flourish. This is Mayor Maybelle's. The mayor has requested that we come and speak with General Morgan about the status of the search. As you can see, this document is official. But if you don't want to let us through, I'm sure you'll be hating life later. I guess there's nothing we can do but let you through. Are you serious about this? Don't you know Mayor Maybelle is the one in charge over the entire region? You can't just ignore that. I guess you're right. Alright. We'll grant you permission to pass, but make sure you don't cause any problems. Whatever happens, never forget that we share a border with the Empire. Yeah, we got it already. Alright then, let us through. Yay, we managed to get through, so there's going to be a couple of enemies here that we can attack as well.
Oh, are we done already?
So those bird-like creatures, make sure you don't cast any arts at them, because they will just reflect the art back at you. So you are much better off just attacking them regularly. I believe as well they can also summon another type of creature in the middle of battle. Which is that creature right there. Which is super weak against fire. There we go. Easy peasy. Don't fully remember if there are any chests in this area. Whoa. Go, and down it goes. That wasn't so bad. At a pretty nice level on this game. So things are going down relatively easy. Get some tender poultry too. And here we go. The European border. That this is the Harken Gate? It's freaking huge! Of course it's huge, it acts as the sole entrance to the Empire, and is the rampart that protects Labelle from foreign threats. After it was destroyed in the war 10 years ago, a much more robust wall was built in its place. Standard military reaction. Bigger equals better. Which means that beyond this point is no longer Labelle. Yeah. It's the territory of the European Empire, which stands beneath the emblem of the Golden Stallion. The European Empire. Well, enough stirring for one day. Let's go meet with General Morgan. There are some barracks right there to the side of the gate. Maybe we'll find him in there. Okay, let's go. Before that, I want you to remove those bracer emblems you've got pinned on your chests. Things won't be pretty if General Morgan sees those. Oh, I forgot all about that. Stella and Joshua reluctantly removed their bracer emblems. Somehow I feel all weird doing this. Yeah, there's something that just doesn't feel right about this. Don't worry, that's proof that you've started adjusting to being a bracer. Let's see. I don't think there's any chest or anything around here. I'm thinking about visiting the Empire. Doesn't look like anyone's here to fill out the necessary paperwork for leaving the country though. Well, it doesn't really matter to me, since I just live my life on a whim. In fact, the only reason I decided to travel to the Empire is, well, because it occurred to me. Welcome to the Harkin Gate. Hey, wait a minute, did you come here by the way of the Eisen Road? What a surprise. This is my first time eating LaBelle's cooking, but it was rather delectable. I'm glad you liked it. If you head to town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great LaBelle cooking as well. You enjoy this trip of yours, alright? That I will do, believe me. If this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I truly am in for a feast elsewhere in this land. Well, excuse me for having my bar here on the outskirts of the country. Before you go feasting on the finer things, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price. Well then, maybe I will. Do you think this guy is... He looks like a traveller from the Empire, if you ask me. Good day and welcome to our humble establishment on the outskirts of Bose. Since this is a bar, we've got wine to drink and food to eat. Just don't expect anything too elaborate. Has he got anything I might want? Potluck in a shell. I actually have one of those in my inventory, I just need to actually eat it. That blonde-haired man over there is rather handsome and well-dressed. But after talking to him, I found him to be a little odd. I'm a merchant from the Arabian Empire, and I'm on my way to Bose. How in the world did you guys get through? The barricade hasn't been lifted on the Eisen Road yet. We came here on an errand for Mayor Maybelle from Bose. Do you think you could get us in to see General Morgan? Joshua explained what the mayor requested without disclosing his identity. Well, that's understandable. In that case, I could definitely get you in to see the general, but unfortunately he's out at the moment. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now. It looks like our timing was bad. You don't happen to have an idea when he might return, do you? I think he'll be back sometime today. There's a bar in the rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back. The bar? You mean the place we were just at? Why is there a bar in a place like this anyway? Obviously because this is the border with the Empire. The screening process for those entering and leaving the country is really strict, so there are a lot of travellers who have to wait quite a bit. That makes a lot of sense. In that case, it's understandable that you would need facilities like an inn and a bar. Well then, we'll take you up on your suggestion and wait over at the bar. Just no drinking, Sherazade. Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of LaBelle, but may I ask you if you're travelling to the Empire? Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not travelling to the Empire. You appear to be a citizen of Arabonia yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the LaBelle Kingdom? Ha, I'm glad you asked. I am indeed a visitor in LaBelle, both for work and for pleasure. And you say you're running an errand? But I can see your true colours. I know exactly who you are. Who we are? Indeed. You're bracers, no? How'd you know? We removed our bracer emblems. Wait, are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession? It's true that there are guild branches in the Empire, But actually, I'm not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there's an air about you that reminded me of them, so I just thought I'd ask. Those are some excellent deductive reasoning skills you've got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out of a crowd like that. Are you sure you're a traveller? Please don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Those cold, flickering eyes of amber, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. You just make me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms. That's a bit creepy. What? You're a bold one, aren't you? Wait a minute, are you one of those men who likes other boys? I just can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance, supernal melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul. And last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink. For things such as these are those which pique my interest. So you're a pervert just like I thought. Yep, definitely a pervert. How dreadful it is that genius is misunderstood in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in my time of need. I'm going to have to pass. You've already scarred me for life as it is. I've heard strange conversations in my day, but this one is worth remembering. The look on that kid's face. Ha! Hey, you three. Oh, it's the soldier from earlier. The general has just returned. I just spoke to him about the matter and he said he'll meet you now. Really? Yeah, so come to the barracks with me immediately. Wow, that was much quicker than I thought. Yeah, now at least maybe we'll be able to find out what's going on. Okay, then let's be off, shall we? Wait, why is he coming with us? What are you following us around for? Your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat in exiting behind us. It seemed almost natural. Scarily so. Ha! You noticed. Everything about you all just seems so interesting. I thought I'd make a gander. Please, don't mind me. Carry on, my good gent and mademoiselles. Of course we're going to mind. Now get you. Shoot, shoot. Scrooge. Who was that guy? Seriously, what was his deal? He's not normal, that's for sure. Getting rid of that weirdo was probably better not only for ourselves, but a service for the world at large too. Now let's hurry and meet with the general. I believe we can get a new item by coming in here now, I think. With the airliners stopped, I had to travel here on foot. Now how long do they expect to keep a merchant from the Empire such as myself waiting? I've even finished reading the book I brought to pass the time. Holding on to it is just going to add to my load, so I'll gladly give it to you free of charge. Here. So, Cornelia Chapter 3, this is the only way, I believe, to get this in the game, is by coming back in here and talking to him. And this is the only time you have to do it, so don't miss it. All the customers here are off-duty soldiers and travellers waiting to enter or leave the country. Most of these customers have been here so long I know them by sight. The Royal Army has blocked off the Eisen Road, and now all those from the Empire wishing to leave the country are stuck here. That man over there with the blonde hair seems to be in the same situation. So have you changed your mind about taking me with you? In your dreams. Such a cold-hearted creature for being one so young. Alrighty, does he have new conversation? After the 100 Days War ended, not a lot of people have wanted to travel to the Empire. I'm sure there are still a lot of complex feelings for many people here in Laberle. The fort is on heightened alert for the time being. Therefore I must ask you not to walk around like you own the place. It looks suspicious. I could hear some arguing. Was there some kind of problem with another traveller? No, nothing big like that. That aside, could you let us meet with the general? Yeah, he's inside. His office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in other places where you're not permitted. Because of what happened 10 years ago, all of the guards here are very tense. I hope we never have another breach of this gate by the Imperial Army. The border is always confronted with threats from the Empire. Therefore, we must be extremely prudent in our actions, whatever we do. Otherwise, it could possibly give them a pretext to invade again. I was supposed to be off duty today, but then we received an order to maintain ready status here in the fort. Yawn. I was involved in the search for the missing airliner until late last night, so I'm dead tired. The end of the hall on the left, it looks like this is the General's room. The door is locked. Guess we knock. Alright, here goes nothing. Are you here on behalf of Mayor Maybell? That's right. Very well, come inside. Thank you for seeing us. I'm glad that you came. My name is Morgan. I have been tasked with guarding the Harkin Gate by Her Majesty Queen Alicia. It's an honour to meet you, sir. We are all here on behalf of Mayor Maybell. Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologise. I've known Maybell since she was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the Mayor. Alright then, would you please read this first? So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential, but considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know. Sweet! Why are you happy about something that doesn't concern you? Crud, I should have kept my mouth shut. The Mayor appears quite distraught over the situation, and so we've wanted to do anything we can to assist her. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she has been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts. Please do. The airliner Linda disappeared on its way to Roland after taking off from the Bose landing port. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. So what you're saying is the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters or an accident is fairly slim, right? If an airship of that size had crashed, it likely would have been discovered in the initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Bose and Roland goes over some plains that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airliner going down a Valeria Lake or the ocean is extremely low. Boy, am I relieved to hear that it's probably not a worst case scenario like that. So if those have been ruled out, then that leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motives must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages. In other words, a hijacking, right? Also, considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army. And that would be really big news if that were the case. What's the matter, General? I was just thinking that that's quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also considered the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. An international incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war. But thanks to the small mercies of Adios, that possibility for another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organisation sent a letter to the royal family and Orbital Ship Co., claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organisation goes by the name of the Capua family. The Capua family? It couldn't be who I think it is, could it? It certainly appears to be that way. The Sky Bandits who have been operating in the shadows in the Bose region and are led by 3 siblings at their head. I take it you've heard of them? Not only have we heard of them, we just had a run-in with them in Roland. I just can't believe these good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Bose. Estelle. Oops. You had a run-in with them in Roland? I had heard that some of their gang had shown up in the Roland region, but I think he's onto us. Yeah, because of you and your big mouth. I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyze the situation was strange for mere civilians, but I never would have guessed that a girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers. Who are you calling kids? Just for the record, Mayor Maybell did in fact request that we come here and talk to you. Silence, deceivers! Get in here, men. He looks pretty peeved. So, this is how a hard-nosed military man acts, eh? What's the matter, General? Did these visitors try to pull anything funny? These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out immediately. How rude. Just what is your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs? Huh, you're no different. Hiding your identities so you could try and finagle some information out of me. It's because you pull underhanded actions like that bracers can't be trusted. Just where do you get off calling it finagling? It's your own fault since you didn't share information with the guild to begin with. Nonsense. Who in their right mind would leave an incident this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all the stupid things Maybell could have tried to pull, hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party. How about you cut it with the crud, General? Why do you think we've had to come all the way from Roland to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, you military morons can't do your job. What did you just say? Holy cow. Shera's really peeved, alright. For the past few months, you've known about the string of burglaries which seem to be the work of the Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves like they should have, huh? And now, the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude. Yet you've got nothing to show for it, no hostages or even the location of the missing airliner. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom? Silence, girl! The military is an organisation that runs on discipline and does not take action on a whim. Unlike a group I know of who didn't think ahead and let the Sky Bandits escape, so enough with your insolence. So you're really looking for a fight, aren't you? How sad it is to see such discord. Strife brings nothing to be borne, but only extends the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls, a gentle yet wistful tune to bathe your brittle spirits, and cause the deserts of your hearts to bloom. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies. Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart in twain, and the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be, a single wound will remain in my heart for all to see. Our passionate first and final kiss. Your tears to me are an amber bliss. Let us immure this eternal love. Ah, it looks like you all understood what I was trying to get across. What is it that is most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby. I think it's about time for the search party to be returning to their reports. That's right, General. I should get back to my duties and make sure you don't let those kids in again. Oh, and cancel any further checks on the travellers along the Eisen Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be an eyesore. Right away, sir. He ran away. I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us, isn't he? Haha, no matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense. You know, maybe we should get going ourselves. Yeah, good idea. We had a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information. After we head back to Bose, how about we think about our future plan of attack? Huh? Where are you going? Well, wait for me. I mean, please wait for me. Let me try and introduce myself again. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I am an Arobian touring your fair labelle. I'm Estelle and... Now wait a minute, why do we have to introduce ourselves to you? Easy, Estelle, you did intercede for us back there. I'm Joshua. And I'm Sherazade. Things were getting pretty heated and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened. Let me just say thanks. Ha! You've got nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going out on a date with me for a day? I'm gonna have to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time. That's too bad. Alright then, I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute. What do I have to do with any of this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humour. Well, that's odd. I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes you even more questionable. Now just a minute, how come you didn't invite me on a date? You? I don't know how to put this, but you're a bit lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friends here. Well, excuse me for not being sexy. And just what do you mean by saying I should take a few lessons from Joshua? Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough just the way you are. Though I guess it's true, you are a bit lackluster in the sexy category. What did you just say? Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry, there's not a better way to thank you, but we've got to get going. Then how about you take me along with you to the city of Bose? This is my first time in Labelle after all, and I'd like to request a guide. Well, if that's all you want, then I don't mind. Shara, now just a second. It's the least we can do, and we're headed to the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of Abrace's many duties. Oh, alright, I guess we're stuck with him until then. But if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua... Estelle? Don't you worry, Joshua. I'll save you from his perverted attentions if he tries anything funny. What is it exactly that you think he'll try? Please don't refer to me like I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather that you call me a hunter of love. Even Love Stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title either. Are you right in the head? So how about it, everyone? Shall we leave for Bose? I'm counting on you all to get me there safely. Now let us be off. Who died and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute, you. I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence. So the general has finally let his thunder fall here at the Harkin Gate, has he? No doubt his troops screwed up something real bad this time. The general's voice is as loud as ever. In fact, we could hear it all the way back here inside the bar. Whenever the general yells, all the young recruits come running in here in fear. The road has finally been reopened. Now that I've got my entry permit, I can finally go to Bose. Even if you try to live a serious life, you're still going to have your ups and downs. That's why living a life on a whim and taking it easy is the best way to go. I could hear the General yelling all the way out here. What in the world did you guys do to peeve him off like that? Please don't hold it against me, but after getting my ear yelled off by the General, I can't let you through. Shame. Oh well. We got what we needed. Easy peasy. Don't think I really need to fight them on the way back again. So we'll just skip all through this real quick.
Oh, are we done already?
Alrighty, now I'm going to strip Olivier of his items so we can keep them. He's not going to stay with us for very long, so might as well keep all of these items for ourselves. So this is Bo's, is it? It's more urban than I'd imagined. That building over there is Bo's Market, no? Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in LaBelle? Ha! I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own LaBelle News, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age. So do you intend to go shopping at the Bo's Market now? Yep, and after doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right, the place we ate at with the mayor, what I mean to say is, I guess this is the place. The Anterose, authentic LaBelle cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty mirror if you decide to go with a full course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar any day over this. Worry not, my fair lady, I've brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll learn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical renditions, are you? Can you actually earn mirror with that crud? Ha! I've starred as the main opera singer at the Great Theatre in the Robian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1 million mirror in a single night. Big fat liar. Alright everyone, good work. I guess this is a farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos. What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Arabonia a weirdo like that? I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in a book that the ethos respects the strong silent type. So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist. Now just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see. We need to report the information we got out of the General to Legrand. And it would be best if we let Mayor Maybelle know after that too. So first we visit the guild, and then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. Alrighty, I think this is a good place to leave that for today, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.